especially if like I only, it's like the beginning of something and you are still quite new to each other, but you are feeling very close. Number three is morning kisses. Kisses when you're both still half asleep. I really like that feeling. Number 4, the smell of the air in summer or when you go to another country. Number 5 is train rides that feel cozy and exciting. I especially like if I have a window seat which has a table, and yeah, if it's not too busy or crowded as well. Number 6 is exploring somewhere totally new, like another city or another country. I love that feeling when you arrive and just taking everything in and watching everything, or if you hear like a new language around you, and I always try and start like picking things up, and like I love how it simultaneously feels like something different, but then it's also the same, because I guess humans are not so different no matter where you are. We're all still humans, and so I like the feeling of the things that are similar and different at the same time. If that makes any sense, it makes me feel like connected to the planet somehow. So number 7 is listening to a song, especially if it's like emotional, and realizing that you and the artist have felt the exact same way, and also so have thousands of other people who also like that song, and it's very reassuring and makes you feel like you're not alone, and it's just a very cathartic feeling. Number 8 is the calmness and the clarity that sometimes comes after a good cry. It's good to cry sometimes. I'm like a crier. I cry a lot. Anyway, number 9 is camping or walking in nature. So forests, mountains, rivers, lakes, oceans. I love water. And just the way that your mind feels more spacious when you go on walks like that, and if you're with other people, just the way that you can spend quality time with them and have conversations, like the kinds of conversations you have in those moments, because you're just very present and not distracted, and it feels like the time together feels a lot more special than usual. So number 10 is being somewhere where there isn't any light pollution, like in nature somewhere, and remembering just the beauty of the darkness and like the cycle of night and day, just seeing the wonder of the stars. I grew up in London, so I hardly ever saw the stars, so and it was never got properly dark outside, else, and you remember that, oh yeah, the planet is like turning and now it's away from the sun. Yeah. Let's go to page number 2. Number 11 is hearing people play live music, but especially when there's a group of people just being spontaneous and like just jamming, just creating something casually out of nothing, and they are like vibing together, and you can like palpably feel the good vibes because they're just in a flow state. They aren't really thinking, and I love that. So number 12 is, I don't know what that sound is. There's some kind of bird outside. I don't know. Number 12 is hearing a crowd of people singing along at a concert. You know, when everyone sings like a line, all like together, and sometimes the artist will stop so that you can really hear them, and just gives you like tingles. I love it. So number 13 is festivals and retreats. And when I was a kid, summer camp. These are all 3 in the same category for me. I just love the atmosphere, and I love the magic that comes from a group of people all living in the same place for a while, where it feels like you create something bigger than each person. Like, I went to a festival a month ago, and I just love how I just made friends with my neighbours. Like, I mean, the people who were sleeping in the tent near me, I didn't know them, but they were sitting outside one night. They had these cute, like, rug between their tents, and they had these, like, lanterns, and they were having tea, and I just stopped near them, and they, like, gave me tea and chocolate, and that doesn't happen usually, but there's this openness and, you know, this friendliness, which helps me a lot as someone who's can be a little bit more shy and or socially anxious. But yeah, so I really thrive in those kind of places where it's easier to talk to random people. Okay, so number I wrote more about this, but it's not another number. But another thing I like is being on a team. It could be like at one of these events, like being on the crew or something, or just being on any team in general, where everyone genuinely looks out for each other and wants to do a good job, and just the feeling of belonging and warmth that I feel from that. So when I used to, I became like a leader on summer camps, and I loved being part of the team and just all the like preparation stages, or just co-creating something together. Or recently I was at this festival, and I got a free ticket because I had joined as part of I was volunteering with a mental health charity, and we helped to like set up the area, and they were offering like free therapy sessions with professional therapists. Like we weren't giving the therapy, but we were helping to like book people into the sessions, for some reason you just feel immediately like you're on the same wavelength, and it can feel, you almost feel like a bit high because you're just like buzzing from how good the connection feels. And it's quite rare that this happens, but occasionally it happens, and it's like one of my favorite feelings in the world. You feel like you knew this person in another life almost. You just understand each other even though you don't know each other. And you're not like watching what you're saying, you're not tripping up over your words or overthinking, it's just kind of flowing out. But yeah, it's so, sometimes it's like the closeness that comes from meeting people in those kind of settings, and just the way it's sometimes so much easier to open up and talk deeply to a complete stranger than it is with some people we know for a long time, because there's a lot of other things to consider with those people sometimes. Alright, number 15. 15 is sleepovers and staying over at a friend's house, especially for the first time. I love sleepovers, and this is like, this can be with friends or family. It doesn't have to be just like a romantic thing. Just being hosted, and when someone gives you your blankets and towels, and like, or like when you're just in someone's space, like if you and a friend are getting ready in their bedroom, and like maybe you're both in pajamas and you're like just taking your makeup off and chatting and like catching up and like telling each other all the juicy details of each other's lives, or I love that feeling of friendship, of being in someone's space and feeling really welcome and cozy there. So, number 16. This is very random, but I love plain food. Not plain as in, oh, it's raining. Oh, that's cozy. Not plain as in without flavour. I mean like on a plane, aeroplane. And it's not because the food itself is good, but I just love like the way it comes in a little box with different sections, and the little, just cute little things. I feel really taken care of for some reason. I love like little cute lunch boxes or bento boxes, or just those trays that you used to get as a kid with the different sections. Number 17 is, I love noodle soup of any kind, especially if I'm not well. Yeah. exploring bookshops and just the way it smells and feels, and also just feeling very understood. Like, I feel very understood in bookshops because, like, by all of these different expressions and thoughts and stories, and it feels safe, like a hug. I don't know. Number 25 is theme parks. Theme parks, theme parks, theme parks. I love running around theme parks like a little kid. Number 26 is Halloween. Halloween and spooky stuff. And the first bit of crisp autumn air where it's still warm enough to be comfortable, but it's just getting cool enough that it feels crispy. I don't know if you know what I mean. And it feels like something special is in the air, if that makes sense. So, number 27 is Christmas time and all the cozy things that come with it. I know it's cheesy and some people hate it, but I really like it. I like the cute lights and mulled wine and ice skating and cozy meals and watching movies together and decorations and stuff. I even kind of like Christmas music. Like controversial opinion. I kinda like it. Yep. 28 related kind of is snow. I love snow. Just the way everything feels magic when it comes, and the sound of walking on a fresh bit of snow, that muffled sound. And also when you see snow on on trees, you know, like evergreen trees, I don't know, ones that are still there in the winter, and when the snow forms on top of it, it just looks so beautiful. It almost looks like icing on a cake, and it's so fragile and yet so solid. I love it. Number 29 is cute cuddly toys. I love buying them. I love receiving them as gifts. I just love cute little cuddly toys. Yeah. Number 30 is I love having my tarot read. Like, I don't believe that it's like true personally, but I love the feeling, and I always get something really meaningful out of it because it's a way to reflect. It's like you see in it whatever you need to see in it, and it's so like that feeling of personal attention. I love it. I also like, it's the same feeling as having like a healing session. Like, I once had a one-on-one, it was like a Reiki kind of like healing little session, and it's so good. I love it. I also love being in like sound healing sessions, you know, when they have those bowls that make the like sounds, and they have the like rain stick thing. 31 is bonfires. Bonfires, love. 32 is fairy lights. 33 is The Little Prince. I really like the movie, like, of The Little Prince on Netflix. I love the music at the beginning. Down, ticka, down, ticka, ticka. Anyway, I like it. It's cute. It's very comforting. Number 34. 34 is I really love receiving handmade presents. Like, it could be so bad, it could be rubbish. Don't stuff. Or I love gifts that is like something you can wear, but it's like in a sentimental way. You can wear it and be reminded of that person. So if it's like a ring or a necklace or a bracelet, but again, it really doesn't have to be expensive at all. It could be like a piece of string and someone's like, oh, I made this for you. I got this for you because I love you. And I'll be like, or it could be like a pair of socks. Like it could be, it really doesn't have to be fancy. I don't need fancy jewelry or anything. I like having a thing I can wear that reminds me of a person where I feel loved. Number 35. You can see how this whole list, I just thought of things as they came, so they're all kind of related as they go. Number 35 is comfy hoodies or jumpers, and especially if they have sentimental value, like if they belonged to a friend or family or boyfriend, girlfriend, anything. Oh, my camera's gonna die. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, or if they came from a specific event, like sometimes at summer camp we would get hoodies. We would all get the same hoodie printed, like someone would design it, and I love those. So yeah, or it could be like merch from a specific place, or from someone I follow, or like just a place that makes me feel at home. I like merch like that if it's nice. Yeah. 30. Where are we? 36. Okay. These are some TV series that I liked. I enjoyed Peaky Blinders. I liked Snowpiercer, the series. I haven't seen the film, but the series on Netflix really good. I also enjoyed Maid on Netflix. I really liked the series Hannah, which is on Amazon Prime. Disclaimer, warning, if you're gonna watch these and you haven't, they are all very heavy, they are very intense and like heavy emotions, but for some reason that's my favourite kind of series to watch. I like things that have really good characters, and there's really good character development, and you know, where the character, it's not black and white, are they good or bad, because they have good parts, bad parts, it's complicated, they're very human. Like, I like series with love and heartbreak and I don't know, all that stuff, and things that address like real issues as well. And I think my favourite series are ones that are like mostly realistic, like I'm not into super crazy sci-fi stuff. I'm not ruling that out, but my favourites are often realistic and focus on kind of the emotions of the characters and their story and their journey. Yeah, I don't know. So number 37, also series related. If you've seen Stranger Things, I really love the relationship between Elle and Hopper. It just breaks me. I feel like that was the main thing why I loved that show so much. And also Elle and Max, their friendship, and then just Steve's relationship to everyone. ridiculous, stupid stuff, so much that it hurts. And like, you know, when you and a friend just lose the plot, you just lose the plot, you're on the floor, you don't know what's going on or how this happened. But yeah. Number 41. Number 41 is I love learning practical skills. I get really into learning when it's specifically something where I see the point in doing it, like I see the end goal. So for example, I really loved learning languages. I learned Russian, which is a long story as to why, but I can kind of speak Russian, although not well anymore because I haven't spoken it for like 3 years, but there was a point that I could speak it quite, I wouldn't say really fluently, but like I knew it enough to, like if somebody didn't know English, I could still get to know them and talk to them, and it worked, but I would have to explain like in a long way how to say things I didn't know, and if I was in a group setting and people start talking fast, I get lost. I kind of know roughly what they're talking about, the theme, but I get lost. Anyway, and right now I'm learning to drive. I've had like my second lesson. I love it. I love this, and I'm interested in learning to like cook, like learning to cook better. So all things that they have a tangible goal that makes sense. Number 42. I feel like this is also a repeat. I don't know, maybe I was tired when I was writing this list. Head massages and just massages in general. I love going to the spa, although that never happens. I mean, I've been to a spa like once, and it was like I got there, I booked the thing as like a birthday present for a boyfriend, and that's like the only time I've been to a spa, but I loved it, obviously. Who doesn't like the spa? I mean, maybe some people. Number 43. The smell of coffee or cookies or both at the same time. 44. Did I say 44? I don't know. The smell of the forest. Number 45. Walking in the rain if it's raining but not too cold. So that I actually did that last night. Like I went for a walk and it started raining, but it actually, like I was warm and I loved the feeling. I felt really just like alive and free, and I was just like spying on all the houses, and it was a really nice walk. And I love seeing the cozy lights inside people's houses when it's dark and you're on a walk, just like people, just like observing the things. Number 46 is pretty eyes. I love pretty eyes and looking at them, just when people have pretty eyes. Number 47 is I love observing or being around people who are clearly really confident in themselves, like, but they aren't arrogant. So like it's comforting just when you see people who are really comfortable in who they are and in expressing themselves. Like an example of this is, I don't know why, obviously I don't actually know her, but I love interviews or clips of Millie Bobby Brown. I don't know why, but I love her energy. She just, I feel like she's very expressive and confident, but she is not arrogant. She gives off quite a kind and humble energy at the same time. Again, I know that I do not know her, but I'm just talking about the vibe I get from when I've seen little clips of her. So number 48 strange, and I always have, yeah, I remember, no, actually, yeah, I know, I remember when I was on summer camp when I was a kid, I was actually like 11, and I saw this boy who was like playing with a bug on his hand, and everyone else was like, oh my gosh, that boy is so weird, and I was like, oh, he's cute. Okay, 49 is spontaneous trips. So, I mean, like, if you're hanging out with someone and you just are spontaneously like, oh, let's go somewhere, let's go anywhere, and you just pick somewhere, or if you just spontaneously plan like an adventure, a trip, and you just do it like the very next day. Yeah. Number 50 is surprises. I like surprises. Some people don't, but I do. Number 51 is I really like being led or guided in any particular thing. So, like, for example, if someone's guiding like a meditation or a yoga class, or like if someone's a personal trainer, like if I could have a personal trainer, I can't afford that, but like or like when I'm in therapy, I just love the feeling of being totally led by someone else, and you can just let go and enjoy that process. But there's kind of like a closeness about it because they are guiding you. So or if someone's running a workshop or something, like, just love. 52 is intimate and cozy chats. I like, and when you have like tea or a drink at the same time. 53 is hiding in a quieter room with someone at a party to like get to know each other more, or just to like have some chill downtime. So I like being at a party and still feeling the atmosphere of the party, but like being somewhere a little bit quieter and cozier. Okay, number 54 is I like when people I like when fruit is cut up. I like having cut up fruits which were not cut up by me. It's very, you feel taken care of, or it feels nice. Number 55. I like pina coladas. Do you like pina coladas? And getting caught in the rain? Yes, I like those things. Number 56 is sleeping bags and tents. 57 is hiding in small spaces. So, for example, I had a boyfriend once who it wasn't actually their house, but I stayed somewhere where they were staying, and you know those cupboards that are like, I don't know how to explain, they're not cupboards because the door is like in the wall. It's like a little door in the wall. It's usually like a little square one, so it's like a cupboard that's in the wall, and sometimes you can actually crawl inside, sometimes they have a light in there and you can hide in there, and I love that. 58 is miniature versions of big things. So I love little mini toy versions of things. nice warmth. Number 60 is if you, after that, like having a beer or like a glass of wine after swimming in a lake, and this isn't something that I think this has happened like once to me. I've done this like once or twice, but yeah. 61 is like safe spaces to open up and talk, like sharing circles. So I've been to a few like cacao ceremony sharing circles, or when I was at summer camp when I was a kid, we had what was called family time, and we had these like small groups where every day or every couple of days we'd go off in these little small groups. We'd find a cozy place to sit, and we'd just do like a check-in with each other. So we'd do like, you know, tell each other what was our favourite thing about the day or our least favourite thing, or we'd play little games, and we were able to just reflect on camp and how we were feeling, and it was like my favourite time. I also had a similar thing at I went on a meditation retreat, and we also each day broke up into these small groups and just had time to check in and kind of reflect on some of the talks that we'd been in, and reflect on how it was going for us. And I love those kind of safe spaces where you're like in a circle and going round and each sharing. Yeah, 62. I feel like these are a bit repeating things, but how it feels when you're in a therapy session. Number 63 is positive feedback. We love a good bit of positive feedback. Number 64 is I like seeing strangers be kind to each other when they didn't need to, or seeing them laugh together about something. Or like the other day, it was Halloween. It was the night before Halloween. I got on the tram in Manchester, and people were wearing cute costumes and kind of like talking to each other. You could tell they didn't know each other, like complimenting each other's costumes. And the tram driver like made an announcement being like, we have some great like costumes on tonight, well done folks. And it was awesome. Or sometimes like there are some cute moments between strangers when I've been working on a bar where people like let each other go in front. It's such a small thing, but it's cute. Number 65 is, this is oddly specific, but when I was working as a waitress, I used to really like when I'd see genuinely happy couples having a meal, and oftentimes it was like older couples, maybe in their 50s or 60s or something. Just occasionally I'd see a very happy older couple, and they were just very grateful for everything. Like they were really like, oh wow, we're having a glass of wine, or they really enjoyed their meal, and they're just in the present moment, and they literally, just by existing, made me feel happier on my shift. My mouth just made a weird sound. Anyway, and often they would be the ones to actually ask me about me. Like they'd show an interest and, you know, treat me like a human being and ask my name and, you know, what I'm doing in my life. And I love that. I think working in hospitality, it really does make a difference when people show you that they nicely and they show an interest in you as well. Not just you as their slave, you know. Number 66 is handmade candles. And number 67. Oh wow, this is a repeat. I just like the feeling of talking in another language. And when you can talk to someone who doesn't know any English and it's working, it's actually working, and you're like, oh my god, how am I doing this? And you feel like a slightly different person in a different language. It's really fun. So, number 68 is exploring interesting galleries or museums. I like it, and I like how it makes you reflect on life, and yeah. Number 69 is dressing up in costumes for a party. Number 70 is when people make you feel understood and safe to be fully yourself. 71 is when people are vulnerable. Oh, I missed the page. Is when people are real and genuine. 73 is I like when I bond with someone because we've both struggled with mental health. Obviously I don't like the fact that they've struggled, but I like when me and another person can bond over relating, and there's this kind of weight off, because we know we can chat about it seriously, we'll be taken seriously, but we can also joke about it because we're both on the same wavelength. We can also make jokes because we're not afraid to offend each other because we both know what it's like, and we're also not afraid to burden each other by talking about it if we are going to talk seriously about it. There's just this mutual safety in having both been through something, which I like. Number 74 is road trips and car rides with friends. Number 75, spotting mushrooms in the forest. I love it when there's a lot of mushrooms and they look so magic and cool. Number 76, I like limes. Limes are tasty and very cool. Cool fruit. Love a good lime. Number 77 is pomegranate seeds. So good. Number 78 is I like drama games. Okay. I love those weird group games that you play in drama class or improv class, where you're in a circle doing weird stuff. It's my jam. It's my jam. Love it. Or it was on summer camp, it was also get to know you games. I know some people hate this shit, but I can't get enough. I'm there for it. Number 79 is when people have a sense of playfulness, cheekiness or silliness. When people aren't afraid to. I like people who almost just mean people who don't watch what they say as much. They're just like, they kind of like don't care as much, but in a nice way, not in a like hurting people way. No, not at all. I think it's just because I'm quite shy and reserved, and I wish I could be more like them, and I love seeing people like that. Just cheeky, I don't know. 80, number 80. I love being picked up, like physically, like picked up, spun around, piggybacks, being on someone's shoulders, anything, you name it, I love it. Number 81, holding hands. 82, oh, back to 81, I like it when you're in bed with someone and they are like half asleep. They're asleep or they're half asleep and they go to hold your hand. It's like the cutest thing in the world. Number 82. So, when someone I love, and this could be a friend or romantic, when someone I love rests their head on my shoulder or on my lap. Number 83 is biting people I love. Not hard, I mean, it won't hurt, I promise. Number 84. Really tall, thin trees. I think they're like pine. I don't know what they're called. Pine forests. I don't know, but I love streams. And when you can see fish in the water, I like those. Is it called koi carp? Or I don't know. I love seeing fishies. I love aquariums. Even though, I don't know, should aquariums exist? I don't know. Number 85. When you can hear crickets at night, like in a warm place. Number 86 is the way that plants shoot upwards towards the sun, and like they seem like they shouldn't be able to stand up so straight because they're so thin and like they look so fragile. They look like they should fall over, and yet plants, they just reach up to the sun so boldly and so strongly, and it makes me feel safe and magic. Number 87 is when you text someone at the same time as they text you because you were both thinking about each other and you are like in sync somehow. Number 88 is blanket forts. Number 89 is tree houses. Number 90 is cozy patterned, like carpet, rug things. I don't know how to explain. They're often like reddish, red colour, or sometimes they could be blue or other colours, but they've got patterns and it doesn't fill up the whole floor. It's like a rug. I'm not explaining this well. Are they like Persian? I don't know. I really like those kind of rugs. Please tell me if there's a way to actually describe them. There definitely is. I'm being stupid. Number 91. Being excessively competitive at games that don't actually matter because it's fun. I like some like board games, and recently I was at a festival. I played this game called Wavelength. I really enjoyed that. And we also played a game called Ghost Blitz. I really liked that as well. Yeah. 92. We're near the end. The feeling of clean sheets and a clean room. And I'll tell you a little secret, this very rarely happens. So I'm trying more recently though. Number 93. 93 is staying in a hotel. I love. Although I've worked at a couple of hotels now, so it feels a bit different. I do not enjoy working in hotels. Well, I enjoyed some of it. Anyway, I like staying in hotels. Does anyone not like staying in hotels? Surely everyone does. But maybe, no, there must be people who don't. But I do. 94 is cute babies. I love babies. I want to have babies one day. I know they're a lot of hard work, but I want to be a mom. And yeah, I love seeing cute babies. Also, when you see like parents with their babies or with their kids who are clearly like really good parents, and it's really awesome to see. And so 95 is I love when you guys leave me meaningful or thoughtful comments. This is a bit of a plug at the end of the video. No, but genuinely, like, I really like the comments that are a bit longer, that like where people, you know, tell me about their life, or they just, I really get a sense that that person is a real person, and I feel very seen and appreciated and like connected. It makes my day, like, every time. Like, I think it's probably underestimated how much your comments make a difference to me, if that makes sense. You might just think, oh, like, I'm not going to even notice you, but like sometimes I don't even get a chance to reply, but if like I'll try and heart it, and maybe it just seems like, oh, she just hearted all of them and whatever, but like, no, I really appreciated it. Just know that. 96 is cute, like hand-painted or handwritten signs. So like outside shops or in shops, or if you go to a particular place, and there are like handwritten and painted signs around. I like it. 97 is smoothies full of healthy stuffs. So like, I should make more smoothies. I used to have a blender. I left it at my parents' house. But I rarely like buy smoothies at shops because they're so expensive. You know, like the proper health smoothies. But I really love them. Sorry, not sorry. Number 98. I love learning about plants because I really don't know a lot. But if there's like, I love learning about them, just things you didn't know, or learning about like which plants have healing properties. Or I have this one friend who basically, she knows so much about plants. she knows about herbal remedies and stuff, and I just love listening to her talk so much. It gives me ASMR. Number 99 is satisfying stationery. I love cute little stationery shops, and I love stationery. It's so satisfying, like a new, fresh stationery with cute little designs on. Number 100, and this isn't, again, these were not in any specific order, it's just random stuff. Going to the cinema, or bowling, or like the arcade, or like laser tag or something. Like these kind of places where I feel like a kid. I feel like a kid again, and it's cozy and comforting. Also very random, but like, if you've ever been to the theatre, like those little mini ice cream pots that you can get at the theatre that are like £5 billion, but you know, I've sometimes went, like, I'm not someone that regularly goes. I've been to the theatre like with my family, or like if it was like someone in my family's like birthday or something, I don't know. Anyway, I like those little mini ice cream pots where you lift the lid off and it's got like a mini spoon inside. It's the same feeling as plain food. It's just like, and I used to like try and make that last as long as possible, because it feels like a special little thing that you have to ration for some reason. Anyways, that was 100 things that I like. I hope you found this relaxing or cozy, or maybe you're fast asleep, who knows. Please let me know in the comments like which ones you related to, or maybe ones that you were like disagreed with, not disagreed, but like you don't like those things, or tell me some random things that you like.